Welcome to Kayfabe Wrestling Talk. This is where you come to hear how wrestling should be talked about. My name's handsome Nick Hanlon. We're going to chat a little bit about Monday Night Raw, March 30th. Monday Night Raw. I think it's March 30th. Yeah, March 30th, Monday Night Raw. And we are in the most famous building in the world, Madison Square Gardens, for this Monday Night Raw. My favorite building. I've been there a couple times. It's a great spot. If you haven't been and you get a chance, you should definitely see something there, whether it's wrestling or hockey or basketball. That being said, before we get into Raw, make sure you like and subscribe. Handsome Nick Hanlon here. I'm going to tell you how it should be told. If you disagree, you're probably wrong. Make comments, like, subscribe, share, yada yada. But just keep in mind, I'm right, you're wrong. That's kind of how it usually is. Either way, watching, Raw from Madison Square Gardens is usually a big show, and we start out with Cody Rhodes, the champ. And before Cody can even start talking, Stephanie comes out. Like a McMahon, always needs the attention first. It basically comes out and says Cody's not up to par. He's not dark enough for Randy Orton, yada, yada, yada. Says for some reason, your dad could handle it, but you're not your dad. And then Cody looks at her and said, well, you're not your dad either. She slaps him. I'm not sure why that's an insult, I guess. Vince McMahon's a notorious piece of crap. I mean, thank you to him for creating wrestling, but why would you... I didn't really understand the back and forth, but the whole idea is, Randy, you're not dark enough to deal with him. Cody's not dark enough to deal with Randy, Stephanie says. Cody disagrees, and we got Stephanie McMahon just there to talk, because this is the building her dad built, so I guess why not bring Stephanie McMahon out to tell Cody Rhodes why he is not dark enough to fight Randy Orton. So that was kind of the segment. I mean, some stuff got said, but that was kind of the segment in a nutshell. All right, so now we got the Usos versus the Vision. Vision trying to get a number one contender spot as Paul Heyman is ordered to focus on the straps, focus on the belts, get some gold so he has some pull. Because clearly the Vision's a shell of itself right now. And the match, was a bit of a calamity. We got L.A. Idiot down there announcing for some reason because he hates the Vision. I don't know. Mind your business, you idiot. We got EO Speed in the audience. We got some brass knuckles getting introduced. EO Speed accidentally punching out LA Knight when EO Speed gets pulled into the match by Logan Paul. And then we got the Usos, Jimmy and Jay. Jay getting those brass knuckles right in front of the ref, punching everybody out, getting disqualified, and giving the Vision a number one contender spot. I love Evil Jay. Big fan of Evil Jay, but at this point, you just lost the match and handed these guys a title shot. That was a really stupid move, and now everybody wants the Usos obviously want to kill EO Speed or Speed. What is the I Show Speed? I Show Speed. I can't keep up with this stuff. I Show Speed. And LA Knight's, obviously going to go after I Show Speed. I don't know what this means for WrestleMania plans. I'm assuming they're going to want to get I Show Speed involved. That being said, Jey Uso knocks everybody out. The Vision wins the match. Number one contender. So we got Bayley and Valkyria versus the Immovable Objects or the Irresistible Forces or whatever the hell they're called. We got Lash Legend, Nia Jax, the tag team champions. Lash Legend throwing those boots around. I mean, she's future. She's future for sure. I mean, they got her with Nia Jax. You gotta show her the ropes. She's new in the main roster, but man, she is a very, very good big person wrestler. She can really land blows. She can go Bill. But I mean, at the end of the day, nothing really comes of this because the Bella Twins, Charlotte, Alexa, they all come down. They argue while watching. Lash gets involved. There's a big brawl. It's just a ridiculous match that ends in disqualification. Obviously, there is some group championship match now scheduled for WrestleMania. So it's going to be a big women's tag team match. I think it's a fatal four-way with the Irresistible Forces, Bayley and Valkyria. We got Charlotte and Alexa. I think that was the Bella Twins, I guess. I mean, I don't know why they're So wrestling, they're not very good. That being said, that's the end of that calamity of a match. So this is kind of what Raw was, is just calamity after calamity. You know, you think they'd be throwing some big names at the board, being Madison Square Gardens? Well, here comes Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman for a promo time. You know, Adam Pearce brings down security for Brock, and I mean, he's just kind of throwing people around. Brock wants Obi to come down. Here comes Oba Femi. Brock Lesnar said he was distracted by all the security. You know, Oba comes down and just starts throwing security guards around because he wants to get the Brock. He throws one guy, I swear to God, 10, 20 feet. He might be dead now. I'm not sure. Yeah, you might want to just get out of the way, let Oba Femi get in there. He is an incredible talent. I mean, to the point that even Triple H comes down to try and break these two up, because this is going to be a big match between two big men. It's being sold well. People want to see it. Oba Femi is a monster. Brock Lesnar is a monster. These two in the ring together are going to be amazing. I mean, Oba Femi again gets the clothesline on Brock, so I guess he gets the upper hand in this exchange. There's never really been an upper hand, though. You know, once Brock Lesnar gets clothesline, he starts throwing security guards around as well. Man, I wonder what the insurance is like for those security. Are they covered? Like when they go to the hospital, I'm assuming they're covered, because they're getting thrown around like babies. Like, it's insane. We got Penta versus Kofi. Good match. You know, seems like Kofi and Grayson are obviously having some personal issues, so Grayson won't interfere, and Penta ends up winning the match. Good match. Penta's amazing. Gets the Mexican Destroyer on him. The stuff that Penta can do is just incredible. I want to see more of him. I'd like to see just Kofi and Penta in a 20-minute match where it's just them, but that's just not how it goes. So Penta at the end of the match announces a ladder match. Turns out that ladder match is going to be 5 or 6 person, 8 person. I don't know. There's going to be a ton of people in the ladder match. I believe Kofi would be one of them. Probably Grayson. I don't know. There's going to be a big ladder match for the WrestleMania. At WrestleMania for the Intercontinental Champion. I expect a lot from that match. Pretty excited. And that's the end of that. All right, well, Paul Heyman now comes down for a promo alone. And, you know, Adam Pearce just keeps asking Paul, have you checked your email yet? Have you checked your email yet? And he finally does. He finds out that Mr. Seth Rollins is cleared. You know, and let me start that over. You know, Adam Pearce keeps telling Seth Rollins, you got to check your phone. There's big news. And Paul Heyman finds out the news is Seth Rollins is cleared to wrestle. Here comes Seth Rollins, and right behind Seth, Gunther puts him in a sleeper hold. Gunther pops out of nowhere, grabs Seth, sleeper hold, puts him out, points a WrestleMania sign. Looks like we got Gunther, Seth, WrestleMania. A match I want to see. Obviously, it's a little rushed. You got to put Gunther in there somewhere. You got to put Seth in there somewhere. And they just didn't have anybody to fight, so might as well put them together because they're going to be a great match. You know, Braun Breaker's injured, so who's Seth going to fight? You got to get him in there. Gunther just has destroyed all of his enemies, so you got to find somebody for him to fight that is believable, that can actually fight him. This is going to be something. I'm excited for that match. I don't know who's going to win. It's going to be very interesting. Indeed. Gunther is one of the guys. He's going to be a champion again, for sure. And he's a top guy. I mean, put him against Brock, put him against Obi, put him against Seth, put him against anybody. Gunther, he hits hard. He's old school. I love him. Now we got two of my favorites, Io Sky versus Raquel Rodriguez. What a great match. Loved every second of it. I mean, Io is so fast. Raquel is so strong. Really hard to beat these two fighting each other. Unfortunately, you know, Asuka interferes because, of course, Asuka has a problem with everybody. Remember to start yelling in your pirate partner, Io. Guy feels bad for her suicide dive. Asuka gets distracted enough to get slammed by Raquel Rodriguez. Loses the match. Great match up until that point. Those two should work together a lot more. And now it's OTC promo time. CM Punk shows up right away. No talking this time, just a fight. So much staff. Roman Reigns goes through a table in the end. Punk laughs. Roman Reigns puts Punk through a table in the end. But Punk is laughing. He says, you know, people are asking if he needs help. He says, I got in his head. He needs help. So Punk and Roman, they are going to be, I think, the match of the weekend. I mean, Seth and Gunther might steal it, but this Roman and Punk build-up has been so damn good. The promos have been amazing. Roman Reigns is back and big time. I don't know who people are going to be cheering and booing for. I mean, I want Punk to win, but also, God, I love Roman. I do acknowledge the tribal chief. He is our tribal chief. He is the man. So why not? Put my word behind him. I don't know. I'm just gonna watch the match and enjoy these two just destroy each other and take years off their career. And hey, their career's almost over anyway. So what difference does it make? Might as well take some years off it. Roman gets made fun of for being a part-timer or whatever they want to call him. Roman Reigns put it real well this week, saying, I might be a part-timer, but I'm a full-time dad. I paid my dues so I can spend time with my family like my father couldn't. How can you not cheer for that guy? Like, incredible, right? And then, what's Punk got? AJ. She's already wrestling, so you might as well just take it off him. I don't know who's going to win. It's going to be a great match. I can't wait. There's going to be shenanigans. I guarantee it. I love shenanigans, so why not? Like and subscribe. That was Raw Breakdown. I know that was a little mumbly. I need to go over my notes a little better next time. But I just watched it. I make notes. I talk about it. And my stupid voice thing sometimes misspell stuff and it screws me up. Like and subscribe. Kayfabe Wrestling Talk. This is where you come to hear how wrestling should be talked about. Handsome Nick Hanlon here. Let's go!